We met Lisbet and Russ on the beach, Baja de Los Angeles. So they were kind enough to do a little tour of their Skoolie for us. And we hope to see them further on down the road in Baja. Russ reused portions of an old trailer to recycle appliances and other equipment into his Skoolie.
So I'm Russ. We bought the bus in November of 2021 and spent about a year basically finishing it up. Turned into a kind of a rolling kind of mini home. It's got a bed and shower and all that kind of stuff, and it's been fun. It's our maiden voyage and we're having a good time.
We did it because I made the comment that we've had the fortune of traveling the world but had never seen British Columbia where we live. And I said for the first time ever that I can see now why people might want a van. And instead of simply getting a van, Russ decides he's going to buy a school bus and build this. So he bought it from a Christian school, little yellow school bus, and then over the course of the next year he did this.
And you met us.
And we met good friends that were happy.
And these guys over here are the peanut gallery.
Gutted it, we found all kinds of little artifacts from children's lunches and doodads and pencil sharpeners and erasers. And because it's Canada, it'd been used for a hockey
Team probably.
Well, the school. And so the back was all stored, like an open place. And when he took out the floor, his story is that the plywood weighed huge amounts, like waterlogged. So Prince George is middle of BC, but it's very cold. It's a very winter world, so lots of snow, lots of cold, lots of winter activities.
That's 2001. It's the micro bluebird. A micro bird, I guess.
And the length?
21 and a half. But yeah, like the awning came off the old vehicle or the travel trailer, and then yeah, pretty much a whole bunch of the stuff inside. The stove oven, the AC, refrigerator. I had the tanks, but they were dimensionally wrong. The heater.
And how much solar you have?
350 watts, and then the 2,000 watt inverter, 2.5 hours of batteries under the bench. Okay. And this is all the old Bluebird stuff up here, which I use for DC distribution. So this is off the engine. Yeah, and then this is the newest stuff I've added. And then that's for the solar panels. That's to kill the DC battery from the engine if you wanted to isolate it. And the inverter is kind of neat because it's a charger and an inverter. And an automatic transfer switch, so I don't have to switch from inverter to shore power. You know, this senses, so if it sees shore power, then it basically goes directly to the control panel. The refrigerator, it's propane and 120. Yeah, so I mean we don't have microwave. Our water heater's propane, the stove is propane, the oven's propane. So there's not really much electrical use in here. I do carry an electric heater with me. I put the refrigerator on auto, which is electric, and then when we park, I take it off and put it on propane.
So was something
That just keeps the dualies the same pressure? Or is that,
Yeah, so my frustration was that
you couldn't.
the filling's inside both of them. So I mean, you're trying to reach your hand in there, and like, you know, I just about get my wrist trapped at one time. So what it does is I was reading it, and they say basically the outer dually usually gets hotter, so it gets more pressure, and the inner one doesn't. So what it does is it balances too. So now you just fill from here, and it's got this visual thing. Like right now, it's yellow, it's perfectly good. If it goes red, it means it's probably over 10 psi. If it goes black, it's under. So then what it's designed for is that if you blew a tire, as soon as it drops below 30 psi, it shuts off, so it can't be in the sand. It's a really easy point just to plate them down at 30 psi. And then I bought one of those little DeWalt compressors that works off a recharge battery. It works great. This came with all these little
Just
things.
recycled everything.
Yeah, and I bought the ladder. It was cheap, and this bumper was on the other one, so I took that off, and that's where the switch over. It had this thing for the spare tire, but it wouldn't work with this. I would have been dragging the ground. But this is just like an on-demand water heater, so it's instant hot. And I've got a permanent filter. But you know, so what it does is it senses flow. Once it does, then it turns on. From a town and country. Found that at a junkyard in Vancouver, and it swivels. Inch door, which usually you frame a 30-inch door at 32 inches. So that's what it was. It was 32 inches, and it was all metal. So I just basically, it's metal screwed in, and then I just had to do a little bit of caulking. And the smallest door you can get with a window, and it's 30 inches, so it was perfect. They could actually put this window in there. Paid $5,000 for the bus.
Cool.
And then I took it to the car dealership, and they went through it. The Ford, no, it was Ford. It was anyway. They went through make sure everything's good. That was about $1,700 by the time I got done looking at, checking the brakes and then put tires on was about $1,700, and then I probably got the paint job was $5,000, and then I probably got $42,000 into it, something like that. $1,000
Canadian. Oh, total Canadian.
Yeah.
Check out our playlist of other van tours.